Next, you will see how an inventor from Kazakhstan managed to make an ordinary water wheel rotate indefinitely without an external energy supply. The machine powers itself and delivers electricity to the consumer.
When I was developing this, I studied various structures and fields. And when I created devices, they were diverse, but all stemmed from one concept. It was necessary to use a wheel, or rather, a large flywheel in different configurations. When I was researching, I discovered a solution to create a 12-volt self-powered device, yet capable of producing a large amount of energy. Due to this, I utilize all the laws of physics, including the principle of levers. Consequently, the longer the lever, the more energy will be transmitted. Based on this, I introduced a symbiosis. I combined all the knowledge required in 8 years of practice and developed my own engine. I drew inspiration from the hydroelectric power plants, HPPs. What's the working principle of an HPP? Water is supplied under pressure and spins a turbine. I created something similar, but without the pressure of water, using a flywheel instead. A certain amount of water is supplied to the flywheel, which spins a pulley. That pulley activates a generator, which in turn powers its own battery and pump, continuing the supply for further consumption. Basically, it's a closed loop. Water is supplied to the flywheel. The flywheel powers a generator, then the generator powers the pump, and the cycle continues for operation. The larger the main flywheel, the more energy will be consequently transferred to the generator pulley. Its efficiency has no limits because the flywheels can be increased in size, meaning the circular shape can be expanded, altered. For instance, I assembled a 1.5 meter one, and it can be made 6 meter, 7 meter, 10 meter, depending on what generator needs to be spun and the quantity needed to achieve it. It doesn't require additional power because it will be self-sustaining. The power consumption of this generator is 12 volts, 180 watts, while the consumer will get the voltage of 220 or 380 volts, while the power output will be 5 kilowatt or more. You'll need simple components for this device, which are readily available in our market, such as basic steel profiles, aluminum profiles, bearings. You can easily get all of them. There are no supernatural materials used. It can operate continuously on a single liquid filling for a week to 10 days, 24/7, and you don't need to worry it will stall. The key is to regulate the water level. If the water evaporates a bit, just top it up, and that's it. My generator is environmentally friendly, with completely recyclable components, entirely clean, with absolutely no emissions, and can operate for 24/7 in various climate conditions. There is no difference whether it's cold or hot. It will work in any temperature fluctuations, ranging from +40 to -40 degrees Celsius. The entire city can easily be provided with heating and electricity. Similarly, when it is constructed, it will be done in mass production. It won't be a one large unit. There will be many small ones that will compensate for each other. In case of a breakdown of one unit, meaning one generator, they will compensate for each other. And there will be no limitation. Whether you need kilowatts, megawatts, or gigawatts, you can connect, combine, and expand them, both for cities and villages. The advantage will be that you won't need to stretch cables for kilometers. You can install it right where the settlement is, service it, and monitor it. With such a generator, you can power not only a city, but also a country. So in practice, we will get to know more information about conditions for a particular country and their needs, so that every household is provided with both warmth and electricity. Moreover, we'll take into account climate conditions, since they're different everywhere due to different climate zones. And based on this, we will determine what is needed for each location. This device consists of a generator, main drum, controller, inverter, and a 12-volt battery. In terms of specification, this generator produces 220 volts with a power of 10 kilowatt. The controller transfers it to the battery, to the storage, and the inverter further uses it for consumption. You can increase the current strength. For example, if the battery is designed for 6 hours, you can extend it for 10 hours or even 20 hours of operation, or even run for days. It will depend on battery capacity, the number of people needing power, and the required capacities. The technical details are as follows. It will have a pump that operates at 12 volt with a power of 180 watt. This pump will supply water to the main drum at a rate of 2 liters per second, which in turn will rotate the generator itself. What are the advantages of this unit? It doesn't have complex components. Each part is repairable and accessible. For someone in a remote area like a farm or the open steppe, having this equipment with spare parts allows them to replace and repair it themselves if needed, and keep using it. There is nothing complicated here. It's simple.
Давайте.